What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jad here from Puma, Plow, playing some more Farming Simulator 25. We're back on Judith Plains, Montana. Let's get to it. I am in field 19 and I keep hearing a rooster. Why is there a rooster in field 19? I'm nowhere near the animal dealer. I'm nowhere near a farm. Well, I mean, up there. You know what? Dan does have roosters. Anyway, we're back on Judith Plains, and the soybean planting, well, it's a go. Not a full soybean plant. I did plant some barley last night. Okay, because we're gonna need more straw. Always, never enough straw. So we're gonna have that in barley, and then of course we've got our grass and alfalfa. But I'm really eyeing. Oh no, hello, not up there. No, as I keep going up. I'm really eyeing 28 today. 28 is planted in corn. Now it is $666 or $660,000. So, well, that's not fun, but we probably have some equipment around our farm we could just sell to make the money. We also do have clothing. Oh, which, speaking of clothing, I'm an idiot, by the way. Mr. Scoot, what's going on? You know, chat, we kept looking at our spinnery and our tailor shop and like, man, you know, okay, yeah, we have a lot of wool. I did automate that, by the way. Finally, I got tired of hauling wool, so that's been automated. I'll show you that in a minute. But for our tailor shop, I'm like, man, the amount of fabric was building up with fabric like crazy, and it's like, this can't keep up with this. And I even cranked it up using the production control mod. I never turned it on. It wasn't active. It wasn't making clothing. So you capture the one when they say your content isn't original. That's interesting, Tomcat. Partly, Scoot. I'm still working on it, man. I stayed up way late last night. I did a couple of corn harvest contracts. What did I do? Well, the big one was 79, and then I did 90 as well. So that took some time, but I was working on other, you know, had other stuff running too. Currently, down here's all planted in soybeans. I left 4 fields here. I think we're going to put in corn.
Armid Eccles just resubscribed for 14 months. Happy Friday, John and chat.
Happy Friday. Army, appreciate the resub at 14 months. How's it going? Yeah, no, you're good, Scoot. I actually need to go down there in a minute and plant. That's where I've got 2 planters down there. I'm planting on 6 right now. I stayed on here till almost 4. So I made the mistake of clicking on a podcast when I should have gone to bed, and it was a 2-hour-long podcast, and I got into it, and so I just kept going. So I got to plan a little bit down here still. The plan is actually when I get done, I'm gonna finish rolling over here and then take the roller to 6, take that planter down, and start working on those fields. That's kind of the goal for the short term here. I did sell flour, I sold beer, and I need to sell clothing and something else I feel like. Oh, I sold mozzarella too over the winter. That's how I was able to buy 2 more planters, by the way. So, oh, you're good, Scoot. You're good, man. No worries. No worries. It just, you know, we have so much land now, and it just takes a lot of time. You know, I feel like a lot of other people would probably just like dev tool it, but no, we don't need no stinking dev tools for progressing the map. We don't do that here. Like, if we say we're gonna plant all of corn, we plant it all. I mean, we might use course play, but you know, we're not dev tooling it, which there's nothing wrong with that. If people want to use that, that's fine. I don't care. But this 2-track on this roller is wild. This is hired right now, regular H button. I'm not controlling it. I got one more field to roll down here, and then basically my plan is get all the soybeans planted and then come back and plant the corn, because we got to do some science with that. So, right, yeah. Technically, I need to mow again too, Scoot. Like right now, because our TMR building is completely out of hay again. Silage is actually not looking great. Now there is 2 million TMR there. The cows are pretty well fed. I'll say they were being fed earlier. Sheep are fed. So it was actually kind of a lot to keep up with, like, the factories and such. Well, yeah, I need to I need to top off factories and whatnot, but they're fine for now. Like Jack Daniels, it's fine. I need to sell the Jack soon too. Couple more months. Scoot, what's going on? Or not Scoot. Scoot's already been here. Plugger, what's going on? I knew I had to say hi to somebody. Oh, goodness. You with the face and the name. Hello. You're on. Albuquerque, you're on. Man, I missed that show. Not really, but it was a show for sure. Definitely a show. All right, let's go roll one more field. And then we'll go on to 6. We got to play equipment shuffle. We got to move like our pickup around. We got stuff to move, man. Stuff to move. Hey, it's a pizza. What's going on, man? How you doing today? Hey. What's the status on the potential new farm pan? I haven't seen him around. All right, unfold. Thank you. It's like cheapers today. Today there, bud. Today. All right, we're actually gonna steer assist this and get her done. Let's get it done. Something like that, right? Whoa, you got fiber internet? Pizza? Let's go, dog. Hope you like it. What kind of speeds you getting? I don't, you know what? For some reason today when I got up, I was like, I need to run a speed test today. And I don't really know why. And I didn't do it. It's like, yeah, I should run a speed test today. No idea why. I can't run one now. Definitely can't do that now. That's funny though. But yeah, I was like, I need to do that today. Don't know why. Don't know why. Gotta say it's sharp. Let's go. 500, you think? It's good. That's really good. They doing another stack fire today? It's a good day for space. Okay. Today was crew, whatever, right? I'm kind of out of the loop again on space stuff. I really should, like keep up with it, but I don't. That is active. They just did a thing yesterday, didn't they? Huh. Well, I'll pull it up because I can. Every time I get nervous, chat. If I open like YouTube while I'm streaming, I get nervous that you guys are gonna be able to hear like the ad play, but the way I have my audio set up, you guys can't hear it, but I still get nervous every single time. Oh, full 6 today. Okay. Pizza, it's been good, man. It was very hot here until yesterday. We, like on Wednesday at the farm, we were toasted. We actually installed a new air conditioner at the farm on Wednesday. We went to like a closeout store and they had some window units like ridiculously cheap. So we picked one up and installed it in the shop at the farm there, and it was miserable, but it was nice once we got it going. But the install process, I thought it was gonna kill me. Like Pops was toasty too, and I was like, man, it was bad. Pulled off, yeah. Yeah, it's really nice now. I mean, today it's 84 and it's sunny here. It's hazy from the like the fire smoke, but the wildfire smoke up there in Canada. Okay, I gotta say, I don't like this 2-track on this roller. If we go back past the house, I'm gonna have to change this. I don't know what I'm gonna change it to, but I gotta get something else on this thing. I do not like it. Do not like it. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I found out the other day, I got some family. Well, my one nephew that you got, like the OGs, Pizza, you might remember this. When I was still in the basement of the house before I moved and I set up out here to the garage, my one nephew was over all the time, and I'm talking years and years and years ago. Well, he was always over at the house, and he didn't know how to walk up and down the stairs without sounding like a herd of elephants. Okay? And it was just him. And he would just thump, thump, thump. And it used to come through on the stream on my old microphone. Well, that nephew is, and like my brother and sister-in-law and stuff, they're coming to town in September. And I found out yesterday that he's been working on a list of things he wants to do around St. Louis. Because he kind of grew up here. He spent, I don't know how many years they lived here. It was a fair few years they lived here. Actually, 2 different times. They lived here when he was like really little, and then they moved away, and then they moved back. But he's making a list of things he wants to do, like Sunday morning Hardee's breakfast. I'm like, dude, let's go. And like all this stuff that like we used to, take him to see this or do that or whatever. And he wants to like revisit all that when he comes to town. It's like, that's awesome. Because this is actually really only his first time back to town in like a lot of years. I mean, they were here for like Mom's funeral, but that wasn't a fun trip. But besides that, like they haven't really been to town. You remember those days? Dude, he used to thump down those stairs. It was so loud. That kid, it was so funny. Golly. But yeah, that was my one nephew that we used to like babysit him a lot and stuff and whatnot. He's awesome. And he's like, 20 now. So I feel old. He's like 20 and like 6'5". So, but he's like super tall, putting all of us to shame, and like, yeah. So it should be a fun trip. I think they're coming up for like a week, so I may need some time off that week, but we'll get to that when we get there, But yeah. You first found me on Twitch was the last 24-hour stream. Oh. Let's see, the last 24-hour stream was one of those that we did out here in the garage, right? Was that one where I had like Casey and Zach here? Because I remember we did, I think I did a couple of Casey and Zach. Where like Zach was here for a few hours, then he like had to go home because he was, a teenager. And then, like, I know there was one where Casey was here, and then he went home, like, super late. But I think he came back. I think he came back, like, in the morning. Because, like, his PC was here and everything. Like, that one 24-hour stream that we did out here in the garage, we had 4 PCs running. Because I had by 2, and then we had Zach's PC at the time and Casey's PC. We had, I forget how many, it was like 4 PCs, 8 monitors or something. It was something. Yeah, it was definitely It was definitely something. That might have been the chicken nugget stream. Was that the chicken nugget stream? I can't remember. I will say I do miss having like multiple people in the same room. But for my current setup, that would not work at all. So it's just yeah. Because I used to have a mixer that had like 4 microphone inputs. I don't have that. I mean, technically, I still have that. I don't use it anymore. It's sitting in a closet somewhere. Or in a Rubbermaid bin somewhere, to be honest. I think that's where it is. But you know what I mean? Like, my setup is not conducive for, like, multiple people anymore. Not saying it couldn't be. I mean, I could. But just the way I stream, it wouldn't really work to all be in the same room anymore. It would be wild. It would be wild. But yeah, those were the days, man. There's some really good memories around all that. Chicken nugget was the best. That was okay, so I think it was the same stream, the chicken nugget stream, and whenever I would walk away from the stream, the internet would crash. And I was like, whenever every single 24-hour stream I've ever done, I guess it's nerves, maybe. But I get super sick, to be honest. Like, very, very sick during all those 24-hour streams. Every single one, I would get super sick. Even if I would barely eat or whatever. Yeah, no Wi-Fi, exactly. But every single 24-hour stream, I was, at some point, I had to disappear because I was sick. And, you know, that was no fun, honestly. That was the worst part of those 24s. It's just not feeling good at all. But yeah, the one time I was like trying to get away from the stream and the internet kept crashing, and well, that was the good old Spectrum days. And you know, so at least nowadays things would be way different as far as that's concerned. You know, we wouldn't have that issue. So that would be nice. That would definitely be nice, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a different time, man. Different. A lot of things have changed over the years, you know? A lot of things have changed. All right, we're going to send this. I don't know how well this is going to work. Try to send this over to 6. This thing does not trail. This thing does not trail well. At all. I don't really know why. But I know that we're going to take our little buddy. You need to hit the mother bin there, bud. Maybe he does, actually. Oh. Just a little bit. All right, we got our pickup truck conveniently waiting for us. By the way, last time we planted, I did a little science here on 12. And if you guys recall, on 12, I went out there and I fertilized it when the plant was grown. And it did make it through a full cycle, and it's a 100. Now, over here on 5, I did not fertilize it when the plant was growing, and there's a slight mark for nitrogen. So, it makes me wonder if we are going to have to do that. You know, technically, like our grass field, technically we're fertilizing that when it's growing. So 100, 100, 100. This field's all kinds of messed up. 17. I don't know how this is happening where stuff's getting like way too much fertilizer around the edges. I don't know what's up with that. Precision still has issues, but so I'm kind of wondering if we do have to go out with the sensors on and do some like mid-season fertilizing. You don't use anything. It's more of just a time issue. In fairness, I'm terrible at cleaning up bales apparently, because there's bales all around field 12. I know I was the one cleaning them up yesterday. So. It's terrible. There's so many bales around field 12. Yeah, way too many. But I don't know if like, you know, is the time worth 100 as opposed to a 99? Probably not. That's my thought. Especially when we have planters that we can fertilize when we seed. So it's not like we have to go out and do mid-season fertilizer because we can fertilize when we plant. Now I know we've talked about maybe not fertilizing when we plant, and we are going to do some science over here on the, well, with the corn. I am going to be leasing some manure equipment or some slurry equipment because we have 1 million liters of slurry. So I'm going to be leasing probably that Oxbow. I think I'm going to go Oxbow. That sounds like fun. All right. Where, if you were the seeder on this field, you would of course be all the way on the other end. Oh, something's happening. Oh, that was yesterday. Never mind. I see that big banner that says, yes. I got Starbase up for the record, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, gosh. It's like, well, wait, it's happening. No, it's not. It's yes. Never mind. Oh, goodness. By the way, we did purchase one of these seeders last night on stream, but there have been 2 more acquired. That hitch is a little low there, buddy. There you go. Did acquire 2 more of these. They're pretty good. I don't quite like the way it turns on the 2-track, but it looks really good on the 2-track. So we got that going for us. At least the look is there. The function, they're okay. It's not terrible. At least it doesn't fall in the ground like that case, you know? That was just awful. So happy to get rid of that. I need to uninstall that mod, actually. Next time I turn the server off, I'm uninstalling that. Because it's a pile of garbage. Just throwing that out there. Alright, so we've got our conveyal here, which was full. It's kind of been taking a beat from the seed. But, you know, soybeans are a high seed rate, so it makes sense after all. Now, I do have the fertilizer trailer out. I am planting soybeans for most of the ground, but you still use fertilizer. So, yeah. Now, granted, that thing wasn't full when we started, or the seeders were actually empty, so it did take a lot to just to kind of get the seeders going, you know. But either way, you do use fertilizer when you plant soybeans on precision. It does happen. Why does that say auto 2, but it's only showing 1 around the field? Okay. Alrighty then. Alright, so we're gonna convoy down, and we got 2 planters that are sitting not moving, so we need to get those going, so pitter patter, get at it. Might as well keep everything rolling. I'd like to do some harvesting tonight, but we'll see. I will tell you, man, just to get through winter, to go from what, like October to April, takes forever now. Because I have to make sure the cows are fed, make sure the sheep are fed. I gotta haul the, well, I don't have to haul wool anymore. I got that building to automate that, but I had to haul wool. I had to haul flour. I had to haul, you know, beer and buffalo mozzarella and the milk. And there was a lot to do. Speaking of flour, by the way, I have flour. I didn't know what else to do with it. Because it really, they can eat meadow. There is no meadow on this one. That's the wrong button. I don't want that one. I want this one. So the flour mill, the problem with the flour mill is it only holds 90,000 liters on the output side, which is 90 pallets, I guess, or I guess it is 45 pallets, 90 pallets. I don't know if they're 1,000 or 2,000. Either way, we got a lot of products making flour. And so that fills up ridiculously fast. I sold over 100,000 flour earlier today, and it doesn't make any money. So, but that wasn't like a full year worth of flour. So I'm curious to see what it does in a full year. Welcome in. Happy Thursday, Friday. It's the first of the month, chat. Let's go. I saw that TikTok already. Hold up. It's the first of the month. It's like, really? Every month we have to see that same TikTok.
Black Cat 1ST just resubscribed for 53 months. So hi, how are you doing?
Black Cat, I'm doing well. How are you? What's poppin'? Thanks for the 53-month resub. All good here now that it's not so darn hot. We had the big chill here in the St. Louis area finally happen, so we're doing good. Oh, I think it got down in the upper 50s past couple nights. So yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. All right, I am gonna fix these two skippers here, but that's it. I'm not fixing any other ones. This thing takes a. There we go. I was starting to question if it was unfolding or not. Oh man, that's funny. You opened your windows to the night last night? Nice. We are getting Canadian wildfire smoke. Yeah, it looks pretty, it's pretty hazy, gloomy around here right now. Yeah, I mean, it's like clear skies, but you can tell that something's not right. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting sunshine today, but again, you can just tell something ain't right. And it is wildfire smoke. And actually, I saw a map. We're like, the St. Louis area is supposed to be pretty bad as far as wildfire smoke. Polar Bear, yeah, he's the one. He's sending all his smoke this way. Polar Bear, keep it to yourself, bud. Just saying. That also might explain why I have kind of a I don't want to say a sore throat, but like I can feel it. You know what I mean? I can just kind of feel it. So I think that's probably to blame. So yeah. No smoke where you're at? Polar Bear, how? All of Canada's on fire. Just apparently. Jeff, welcome in. What's going on? 20, chat. 20. 20. So we send our truck, and then we drive the tractor. Oh, man. All right. Your throat feels the same way, pizza. Yeah. And, you know, even driving to, and I didn't realize there was wildfire smoke. I hadn't heard that. Driving to the farm yesterday, we were like, we went a different way, and we were up like on this overpass kind of. And from this overpass, you can see really far, and there's a particular landmark that you can see from this overpass. And I was like, man, Dad, look at that. He goes, what? I said, you can barely see that landmark. And he's like, well, where is it? I don't even see it. It took him like 5 minutes. So, are we reliving SnowRunner? That would just be rain, wouldn't it? Pretty far from the wildfires? I got you. Well, I am too, Polar Bear, and I'm having issues. Oh, man. Reliving snow runner. Oh, gotcha, Scoot. That went over my head, sir. I was like, no, that would just be snow and rain and, well, darkness. Is all that would be. Chat, I don't know what is up with these fields, man. Why is our nitrogen so weird on these fields? I don't understand why the outside pass has so much nitrogen. And these are soybean fields. It's not like, I don't get it. I don't get it, chat. I don't get it. I don't think I'm meant to get it. To be perfectly honest. That's okay. All right, so Buddy's there. We should have that other one down here in a jiffy. Because here comes the conveyors here. This tender trailer, the little tankers here as well. So yeah. Honestly, Tomcat, it's better not to. At least as far as with the precision, like especially the pH is the one that really bothers me. But the nitrogen here lately has been kind of annoying me. To be completely honest. But that's okay. Did you, Polar Bear? I could see it. I could see turning it off. I like it. I just don't like how... I just heard that rooster again. I don't like how the maps look. You know, back in 22, you know, you could get your maps to look like you're a good farmer. And now the maps look like you're a terrible farmer. And I don't think I'm a terrible farmer. I think I'm doing stuff for the most part pretty right on here since I'm getting 99s and 100s. But, you know, if you just strictly go by the map, it's like, God, that John guy doesn't know what the heck he's doing, you know? It's like, well, true. But in this case, actually, I think it's just, come on. I've had no trouble with this so far today. Now it's not going to work because y'all are here. There we go. Like, it's only not going to work because y'all are watching. Just throwing it out there. I filled these seeders multiple times today because, you know, soybeans take a lot of seeds, so. Yeah. All right, let's get going. We're going to go ahead and run, like, on these small fields down here. I feel like I could probably plant them faster than, like, hiring. Just because I'm, you know, faster at backing the corners and whatnot. So. Plus, I don't really have anything else to do right this minute on the farm. Actually, that's a lie. I do. There's always something to do. I need to mow and bale and everything, but is it bad to say I might procrastinate that and not actually do it? Apparently, we weren't done unfolding. Yeah, I technically need to mow our alfalfa and clover. Sorry, alfalfa and grass. But the only one I actually need to do is the grass. I don't technically have to do the alfalfa because I don't actually need silage for a while. And there's a bunch of silage in our main homestead bin as well, so technically, if we're getting technical, guys, there is basically 2.8 million TMR in the mixer. Now, all I have to do is change the output mode and I could sell it all. Is it bad? I kind of want to see like how much, like fill that thing up and then set it to sell and just like see how much it's worth. Is that bad? I kind of want to do that. Is that bad? That's not bad, right? No. I think it could be funny actually. Just let her rip, buttercup. Let her rip tater chip. That's one. There you go. There you go. All right, pizza. We'll catch you. Enjoy. Enjoy. All right. I believe they're both full right now. Yeah, that one's full, and this is that other one you had filling last night. I think that truck's still sitting in the barn. This one, of course, you know, since I fast time scoot, this one went through a lot of feed. But that's okay. It's also full of slurry, so we're gonna be messing with that after a little while. When I go to plant corn, I wanna do a couple different things with slurry today. We're gonna dust off the lab coats. You know, maybe run them through the washing machine to get rid of the smoke smell. And then we'll break them out later. So, you betcha. Need to get a cattle hauler. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with that. Because, like, well, it's not very far, so that's good. But they don't really hold that much. Like, at all. So that's the problem. Like, do we spring for a semi truck one, or do we just lease it maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Now, actually, I was tempted to pick this up. That's 30,000. What does the other one hold? The one that we already own. Where's that at? Over here. Okay. Oh, that holds 21,000. Okay. But it's on sale, you see, for $49,000. Problem is, I don't know if we're going to keep slurrying. That might just be a today thing. I don't know. Probably just a today thing. Lease it, but we do it when we're getting the other cows. Oh, do you want to haul cows from the animal dealer to Copper Creek? Is that what you're talking about, Scoot? I don't know how many cows we'll have to... I don't know what you want to start with on that. The problem is money's a little tight right now. Why not? Okay, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I believe the Bison Ridge barn is full, so we do definitely need to make a priority here soon to move out. You know, even if we just move 100 and let them start breeding from there, I'm fine with that. And then that barn will fill in the 100 it's missing. The other barn will fill in the 400 it's missing eventually. I'm fine with that. That wouldn't bother me at all. And then we'll have all the buffalo mozzarella. Start with 50. Okay, I don't know how much that would cost. I mean, we can get them. We have all the stuff we need. Just need somebody to drive the trailer back and forth a bunch. I don't know if you can automate that. I'm not sure about that one. Oh, man. What does it hold, though? Doesn't hold a lot.
It's a lot of meat. I like it.
Trent and Zach cheered X100. Guys? When Rachel pack big?
What? 12 cows. Trent, thanks for the bits. Hello?
Do you not get that?
No. When Rachel pack big?
Yeah, big.
Big Rachel, like from Big Brother.
Yeah.
Not soon enough. That's when. All right, take me a minute. Eeg. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's a justifiable flyover right there.
Hey, Adrian even said it too last night.
Yeah, I know. So this corn planter,
Yeah.
it's not bad. Not bad, Mickey. What's going on? I don't like it on this 2-track. It looks really good on this 2-track. But I don't like the way it, like, handles too much. I mean, like, backing in the corners and stuff, great. But, like, driving down the road, not so much. What do you pull it with on your farm?
2-track.
2-track deer?
Uh-huh.
8R?
It.
You got
8RT,
9.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I agree. Black Cat. Trent, you getting any of that smoke over there?
Yeah, you can kind of see it in the early mornings.
Bad over here.
Not too bad.
It's not good. Welcome in. What's popping?
No, I got to start base on.
Have a mod that you can adjust the working speed and you love it. Nice. Very nice.
On today, they'll do the 6 engine.
I've got it up actually. We were talking about it earlier, yeah. We are planting soybeans to make soy milk, yes.
Speaking of the 6 engine,
What about it?
they're saying they can fill a ring every 2 minutes.
Holy cow. That's pretty good. You talking about right now, Mickey, or like yesterday? I don't know. Right now, I don't know if are you in here? Okay. But what is the roller doing? I'm very annoyed lately with stuff in Farm Sim just disappearing on the map. And don't tell me that I have workers turned off, because I don't. They're turned on. But I don't know what the hell. What is going on with that? Why stuff just disappears lately? It's very, very annoying. Honestly, we need to work on mowing. We need to make hay. That is something we need to do, is make hay. Yeah, the roller's out rolling on 6, but we need to make hay as well. 15 and 23. They need to be made into hay. The alfalfa doesn't actually have to get mowed this time, but the hay does. Well, should. Oh, goodness. And then we do have some science to mess with over on probably 11, 5, and 12. I'm also going to plant 18 in corn. Hopefully, I'm trying to fix 18. 18's got a checkered past. And, yeah, the field needs an attitude adjustment. We're going to just say that much. So, yeah. The problem with field 18 is actually on precision with the nitrogen. So there were tram lines out there, and they've just been kind of gross, and it's really bad on our nitrogen score. So we'll go ahead and plant corn out there to eat up those tram lines so you can't see the nitrogen anymore. So yeah. We're going to be testing some slurry stuff today. We're going to be messing with slurry for the first time in a long time. So, yeah. Polar Bear, how do I keep up with this many fields? One at a time. Not really. I got like 4 things running right now. 3 things running. I got 1 seeder done over here. So I need to move that seeder, but it's fine. Polar Bear, we're up to 27 fields now. 27, and I really kind of want to buy another one. or 3, but I don't have the money for it right now. But that's okay. We're kind of set up to make money long term. We're not really set up to make money like short term, like right now. We are gonna make a decent amount of money every like December, January, somewhere in there. Factories hit. Actually, April, we need to sell our clothing today too. Since I finally turned it on. We were stockpiling wool and fabric. We didn't have our clothing active. Whoopsie. You're up to 6. Nice, Polar Bear. Nice. So, like, I planted 3 fields of barley last night. I'm going to plant 4 fields of corn. You know, we got 2 fields of alfalfa, 2 fields of grass. And the rest, everything else is going to be in soybeans. So it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Oh, and I think I might still be... No, I'm not hauling oats anymore. That truck needs to get sent around. Hauling stuff to the flour mill. The bigger problem that I'm having is keeping up with all the factories, Polar Bear. And, like, remembering, you know, this sells at this time of month, but that sells at that month. That's where I'm struggling right now, to be honest. It took me probably an hour and a half to just fast time through winter today. By the time I ran wool and I ran flour and I ran buffalo mozzarella and I ran beer, had to like stop and feed cows and feed sheep, and yeah, it took probably a good hour and a half just to fast time through winter. And I can't fast time at the house anymore. We can't fast time that fast anymore because of the sheep. So, yeah, it's kind of a thing. That's okay. Dragon, what's going on? Welcome in. But it's all good. It was fun. I'm enjoying this map still. A little framier than I would like, but ooh, this thing takes a minute to set down too, doesn't it? A little framier than I'd like, but it's not bad. It's still running good enough as far as I'm concerned. Sometimes it gets a little bad. You know, 4 combines. 4 combines gets a little too much sometimes. But
it looks like 415 0.
Okay. Interesting. Right. We have a lamb. Interesting. Oh, Trent, I know you're a big Duggo fan. So did you see their episode of Barn Talk came out with Duggo and Amy?
I saw it. I think one of them posted, or I think it was Duggo
yeah,
posted about it on Insta.
Yeah, it's almost 2 hours long. And I might have clicked on it at like 2 o'clock in the morning last night.
Didn't stay up till 4.
Uh-huh. Watched it all. I mean, I was getting stuff done on the farm, and it was, you know, good listening to it. And just kept working.
Yeah, I'll probably listen to that tonight.
It was something. Oh, I've been meaning to tell you. I loaded up Railroader the other day.
You too?
On Tuesday, when I was talking about it, I'd missed you. I think you were already gone. But I still have our original save. And I was kind of flying around just looking at stuff, and I got to Bryson City, and I found your double diesel plus your yard engine train.
Uh-huh.
And I'm assuming you had just pulled in because there was, well, you had like, I don't know, 6 or 8 cars on that train still, but behind that, like in the yard of Bryson, was just, it was all cars. And I was like, I don't even know what's going on here, and I just left. I was like, I'm not actually playing this. It was too like, oh, it was overwhelming. There were so many cars.
Yeah, I think that was for like taking the empties back. I think, or taking
I think you had just got there with like the
interchange.
full train, like
Oh.
from the interchange, yeah. And then we'd go there, so you'd have like empty cars that went to coal, and like full cars to go up to Alarka, like mining supplies, you know, to Alarka, and then like empty cars for those mines and all that stuff. And I was just like, wow. And then I was flying around, like, they've really changed that map.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Corn takes you hours to harvest. Got your polar bear, yeah. Yup. Oh, God. Oh, okay. All right. This thing gets a little interesting sometimes with the 2-track. I almost feel like the 2-tracks need more weight. I feel like they're just not heavy enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
even with the
does, yes. Making.
like the modded one that I got.
Yeah.
Like this, basically, it's kind of like the in-game one.
Mhm.
Just needs, like you said, it needs more weight.
Yeah. Our grip, maybe, is the actual term. Something. It just feels like they, like the front ends of them are pretty solid. Of the front end of the track, it's the back end of the track. I feel like they just scoot for no reason. Like more than they should. Quack Buzz is going on. Welcome in. How are you? Nice. Turn fast with the controller, yeah. Yes, they do. They sure do. All right, run skipper fixing. I'm doing well. You say 415 or 450?
415.
All right, 1.5. Gotcha. But yeah, Railroader was it was kind of like a trip down memory lane because I didn't think I was gonna have that save still. So. When do I play American Truck? I haven't in months since Missouri came out. I have no plans to play it right now, so I don't really play it anymore, honestly. Yeah, it's not in the rotation anymore. It was for a long time, but I don't know. Like, it was cool to see Missouri, but I don't know. I mean, if you play when Illinois comes out, it'll tear the rumble pack out of your controller or, you know, your steering wheel. Force feedback will be wrecked, you know, from the quality roads. It's a joke. It's a joke. Definitely a joke. I still say I want to play that game though, Trent Roadrunner again, but I want to start over. It's like building up all the stuff and like getting the different, you know, contracts to build bridges and whatnot. Like, that's the fun part.
Oh, and like what they're talking about in the upcoming update. Be interesting to.
Yeah.
What it's gonna take to build the bridge.
Yeah. Be cool. Wait till Michigan. I don't know.
And
It might be a while.
to maintain our track too.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool. Dang it. First to tell you, left the skipper. All the skippers. All right. Now, what was interesting when I loaded it up, it made me reset 2 things. One of them was a passenger train. Like the whole train, all the cars and everything. It let me click on the track and place them down. And then the other one was one of the, well, we always called them the big boys. They weren't the big boy, but the Brookshire, whatever it was, the big steam engine. So yeah, thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, I miss, well, so Courseplay, I've used Courseplay to plant most of the fields, and yes, it does miss a spot here and there. I'm not worried about that one. It's fine. I'm not a perfect farmer, but I also don't know any farmers in IRL that are perfect either. Like, spots get missed, crops get left in fields. It's just how it is. So it's okay. You need your Malibu. Did you get that fifth wheel to work, Tomcat? I saw you were messing with that. You had a screenshot of it. It's quite funny. No? Okay. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Real farmers miss a ton of stuff. Tons. Oh, man. You know, around here in the St. Louis area, you know, after corn harvest, it's warm enough here that volunteer corn, it'll sprout, right? And volunteer corn is the corn that's missed during the harvest, whether it goes through the machine, you know, or falls out the header or whatever. It's amazing how much corn comes up in fields after harvest around here. It is absolutely insane. And then if we get like an early soybean harvest or like a warm fall, the amount of soybeans that come up too, it's incredible. This machinery just, it doesn't get everything, which I don't think that's ever going to be a thing where it gets everything, but it's crazy how much is left out in fields, to be completely honest. Absolutely insane. Walk the beans. Yeah, right. No, nobody walks bean fields anymore for the most part. I mean, there are still some, I guess, but not around here. Not around here, anyway. Alright. Oh, did you see Larson's home place getting buzzed by the plane today?
No.
Chet and Brody were out in the man lift next to the shop so they could film the airplane. Which I thought was quite funny.
Unless they posted like after 12, I didn't see it.
I don't remember what time it was on there. Oh, we'll go back for it, chat. We'll go back for it. Technically, you shouldn't back up a planter when it's in the ground. It would absolutely destroy it. May not destroy it, but it's going to make a bad day anyway. You're going to have to clean things. You probably would break like seed firmers and stuff, so don't do that. Don't back up. Definitely not. That thing's venting an awful lot up there. Guess that's all normal, huh? Rats. Interesting. You know, we don't do any of that. The detasseling, we don't do that around here. We don't have seed corn fields. It's not a thing here.
But they do a half mile away from here.
Do they?
Well, there's a big seed company.
Yeah.
Grows corn basically diagonal from me.
Do they do the detasseling and the destroying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, I didn't know. about any of that until Laura Farm started posting about that stuff.
I think it was Tuesday. I think it was Monday or last week.
Yeah.
They had a Oxbow sprayer out there with the tasseler on the front.
Nice. We did give up on the case. Yeah, we sold them yesterday. To be completely honest, they're junk. So, just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own, right? And in my opinion, I'm good. So this is the 1775 NT 2022 edition from JHG. It's in the mod hub. And I haven't had a problem with it. I've been playing with it for literally hours today now. Mostly off stream, but I got 3 of them out here running around, so. Junk, just like a real life case. Whoa. Wrong person went last night. I agree. Out of those 2, the wrong person did go, Sean. Do I think the issues I was having with the case planner were server only? No.
No.
No, because Trent has them on his single player too. And I was watching somebody on Twitch today, and they even referred to that seater as the case seater that moves. So it's not just me, no. Definitely not just me. All right, so we are gonna, where'd that other one go? Oh, it's up there, okay. We're going to dispatch some stuff around. We are almost done with soybeans planting. And then it will be time for some science on cornfields here in a minute. So, yeah. You wanted it to be a good one? I did too. If they update it, I'd be happy to try it again. I think like the visuals of that mod are awesome. The speed, the size are all, it has a lot going for it. But the fact that it falls in the ground and when you unhook it, it just kind of starts walking its way across your farm, which has it. I don't understand why that's still a problem in Farm Sim, like for mods or base game stuff. I don't understand that. That was a thing in 22 forever. And like, come on, we got to be able to fix it at somewhere along the line, right? Just seems kind of crazy to me, but what do I know? What I know is I'm going to need more seed. Although I have corn to plant, I shouldn't actually need any more seed. Because actually, well, that's empty. Never mind, we're going to need more seed. If I send these to 4, I meant to send them to 5. I need to go to 5. That's fine to send him there. You can go there. I don't want you to refill them. Just go. Okay, dilemma. We should probably wait for that cedar because why not? Before I take this thing to go get more seed, right? Yeah.
Jacob 2348 cheered Dex 100. Happy MTV Anniversary Day, August 1st, 1981.
MTV, and really interesting. Jacob, thanks for the bits. Hello. I actually saw it. What did it? Was that today or yesterday, chat? Hang on. There's another like anniversary thing. Hang on. Let me look this up real quick. I saw it on my local Fox station's Instagram. It was that today or yesterday? It doesn't tell me. 11 hours ago, so that would still be today, right? Yeah. Today was the flood of 1993. I'm assuming it was the record high crest when it crested at 40.9 or 49.6 feet was the official river crest, like in downtown. And it was the flood of 1993, 32 years ago, chat. 20 feet above flood stage. Think about that for a minute. That's a sugar load of water, chat. Crazy. Absolutely crazy amount of water. But yeah, I saw that today and I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy right there. I mean, anytime I hear like stats or stories about the flood in 83, I'm like, wow, I can't believe that happened. I lived through it. I remember it. I don't remember that much, but I was there. Yeah. That was a bad flood year. It was like the worst flood year. It wasn't just a bad one. It was the worst one. Holy cow. Yep. Oh. Actually, you know, between the 3 planters, I probably have enough seed. I do have 4 fields to plant still. So we probably should just, we will go get more seed. So we get this guy going to 5 as well. We'll take the thing over, take the thing up, go grab seed. Probably gonna, or no, I'm gonna not, yeah, I am gonna stop in the homestead too, on my way. Yeah. I gotta get something hauling slurry down there too, so we can try some slurry science today. Slurry science.
Flaps.
Yep, flaps are flapping, saying hello.
Should be Lucy DC in like 10 minutes.
Oh, really?
4:25-ish.
I like that they moved the flaps as like a, it's about to happen, but I guess it would simulate like a launch, right? They were gonna move the flaps before launch. That's why they're doing it. Interesting. Oh God. Yeah, it was a bad deal, man. Flood of 93. We had about 7 feet of water on the farm. About 6.5, 7 feet of water. And then there was a thunderstorm that happened during the flood, and which put 2-foot waves on top of that 7 feet of water. And that's what really did damage. The flood didn't cause, I mean, the flood causes damage, yes. But what really caused damage was that thunderstorm. And I actually know a couple people that for some reason they had to go out in a boat during that. Like they almost didn't make it. Like their boat was taking on water and like it was bad. But that's what really caused all the damage was that thunderstorm. And that's what burned our barn down. Thunderstorm the thunderstorm lightning struck the barn, burned it down during the flood, which is kind of funny and ironic in a weird way that our barn burned down during a flood, but it happened. And I remember I've talked to one of the neighbors kind of about the flood and stuff, and he was saying he was at his uncle's house or something during that, and his uncle's house, now they might have been up in the 2nd story or something. There was definitely water in that house back then. The house always sat up a little higher, but like there was definitely water in the house. And he can remember, and he's a little bit older than I am, but he can remember that there were like straw bales. And these straw bales were floating.
Hunter I Cool 122 cheered Dex 100 watts 68 plus 1.
68 plus 1. I can only imagine. Yeah, it's 69. Thanks, Hunter, for the bits. but these straw bales were floating, and they were on fire, floating across, you know, what should be farmland. That was all, you know, well, not farmland at the current moment. And he just remembers that, like, as a youngin, being freaked out by these just bales that were flying. It's like floating out their house. It's like, could you imagine your house catches on fire from a floating bale from a lightning storm during a flood? Like, you just know you're losing at that point. Like, that's just bad. All right, I need something to haul. That's probably my tractor right there. I need to clean this mess up too, by the way. Just haven't gotten there yet, chat. I had this all so clean yesterday, and then, like, you know, flipping the map happened. Some cultivating contracts, some plowing contracts happened. So that's why the plow is here, the cultivators behind me, you know, mulchers. You know, when you flip the map, there's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff that has to happen. But it's all good. Merger, Tedder. Okay, so Mickey, the merger, Tedder, and Baylor are all over at that farm by you. The mergers, they're all in that same shed. North of 22. I can send you a couple tractors. I don't believe there's any tractors over there. Well, actually, I know there is a tractor. What's it called there? The 3020's there for the Tedder. I'll send you a couple tractors. I can handle that for you while I'm here. Who owns the world? I guess me. The server is running on a PC in my basement. So if that means I own it, then I guess I own it. I don't know. I run the server, but like it's a team effort between all of us, honestly. I don't think of it as my server. I think of it as our server. You know what I mean? Stay humble, you know? Just saying. Yeah, no, I don't think of it as my server, though. It's ours. It's not mine. Tomcat, why?
Tomcat.
Where am I looking here?
He didn't even put it on the rail.
It's like floating above the rail. What do you mean he didn't? You mean AI didn't? That's what that is. It's AI.
He controlled the AI.
True. With the license plate Friday, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Oh man. Any of the approved guys could hop on at any time. Yes, we have a roster of guys that are more than welcome to jump on here whenever they want. Yeah, it's not open to everybody. But we do have some guys that are welcome to jump on. We all work together. We play like all for one and one for all kind of deal. So
425, 430.
Yeah. So we, you know, sometimes if the guys are free and like there's not a lot to do on like our fields, they'll just do like contracts and stuff, which is cool. Make us some money. So yeah. That's the real depot. Nice. Yeah, we all work together and like, you know, for the most part, I feel like the guys could probably jump in and kind of know what's going on, or I jump in and I'm like, okay, what have they been up to? You know, let's figure it out. you know, sometimes when I have science field, I'll like mention like, hey, don't touch, you know, field 5. Or we do actually have a Discord channel for this server. So if I needed to, you know, say, hey, I'm doing science on this field or whatever, I can go in there and post it in that channel. So that's not a big deal. For the most part, we try to keep it like, you know, stream times, but at the same time, like, and that's usually more towards like when you first start playing a map. But where we're at on this map now, it's not just stream time, not at all. There's so much going on here that we can't just do it on stream. To try to keep progression, I should say, kind of to keep our progression at the rate we're at. We can't just do like on stream only. It has to be done. There has to be more done off stream too. Yeah, that's just all there is to it. Like hauling water to the dairy up here. Yep, still running. That Fiat tractor's been running for 20 hours now. No, not that long. It's been running for a long time though. Nope, nobody else streams off here, just me. Just me. Oh man. Nobody's ever asked. I don't think, I mean, I know there's like Scoot dabbles in streaming a little bit, but I don't know how much he's streamed lately. But like, nobody else does that I'm aware of anyway. Not that I'm aware. We have had somebody that like in the past, there was somebody who like, you know, went through the whole channels. They came in Team Street, got to know us. They never once mentioned that they were streaming. And then one Saturday, I'm getting DMs like, hey, you know, so-and-so's streaming out of your server. And it's like, you could at least talk to me first, you know? So that's all. You could at least talk to me. I don't no ill feelings towards that person. Actually, that person hasn't been around lately. I hope they're doing well. But yeah, it's all good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and fill this bad boy up with seed because why not? Why not? And then we'll send this down to field 4 or 5. We'll get some other stuff cooking here. Slurry, chat. Slurry. That's what it's gonna be. Buddy, what's going on? How are you? Let's see. Oh. Here goes the profit chat right here. The profit is the fertilizer. Or the seed, sorry. Oh, gosh. It's kind of funny, actually. Why do we have solid fertilizer when it uses liquid? Because our other one uses solid fertilizer. And to be honest, I think we overbought. And so it's just kind of there until we plant more like barley or wheat. Which actually, that seeder would have room for probably half of the fertilizer I have on right now. And probably a bunch of the seed I have on right now, but that's not where I want to send it. Hold on. There we go. All right, so chat, we're gonna do a little lease action because it's for science, and I don't feel like I don't have the money to spend. We always have money for science, but we may not always have money to purchase the thing for the science. So we are going to lease for science today, and the science of the day is going to have to do with slurry. Oh, that one's kind of sick. On tracks. This is part of the DLC. That's kind of cool. That's not what I want, but it's cool. So we're going to go Oxbow, because if you're going to go, you might as well go Oxbow. That's what, yeah. Okay, we're going to put all the tech on it. No plate, of course. We are only leasing this because this is $500,000, so we're going to lease that bad boy, and then we're going to grab what I call a dribble bar for it as well. We're going to lease that as well. And we're going to go mess with some slurry. We have 1 million liters of slurry to mess with right now, so we might as well. And a good old Oxbow. We haven't had this thing on here on the farm in a minute. Just saying. I still wish we'd get some more Oxbow equipment, like a sweet corn harvester. Wish we would get sweet corn as like a growable in Farm Sim, like base game. Sweet corn would be so cool. And even seed corn. Seed corn would be awesome. To have to go out there and like plant and then come back in and plant like the male rows and destroy them and detassel them. You know, like all that would be so cool. Be so cool. But we'll never get it, so. That's all I can say about it. We'll never get it. Now we will have to pay a little more leasing cost on this than I want to, because we are going to have to keep this overnight, one night, to do the science that I want to do with it, so that's okay. Only one night. It won't kill it. It won't break the bank too much. This thing is actually decent. I didn't look at the size. That's not bad. Just gonna empty that tank in no time. That's okay. It's all good. Is that tank still on sale, by the way? We might be picking that tank up. We'll see. I do have a tank hauling slurry down to the field, but 2 would be better. A field bin would be really nice. Or what was it? Old pumps and hoses. I want that back. Although we're way too far from pumps and hoses. Size of our operation, plus how far we are from our farm, pumps and hoses would not work. That's okay.
ESS.
What? Oh, it's time.
ESS.
It's like time. There it is. We have fire. Really loud fire. I love that you just can't see anything. Like, the ship just disappeared. It didn't unzip this time. It didn't look like it anyway, so we should be good. But it's still just crazy how it just disappears. Alright. I think that went well, right?
It looks well. I mean, it's still there.
It's not a bunch of pieces scattered. True. Oh, man. So, if the test went well today, what's kind of the feeling on a launch? Like soon, right?
Sometime this month. Like mid-August.
Okay, so a couple weeks yet. Alright. Not bad.
It's probably gonna take them like 2 weeks to reconfigure.
Oh, okay. Wait. Is this OLM 1 or 2? Oh, this is 1.
This is 1.
Oh, so they got to reconfigure it for a ship or for a booster now, huh?
Yeah, 'cause
Okay,
they had to use it
got
to transport sand for a ship, modify it to fit
Okay. I
Basically
didn't
like a
realize.
booster seat for the ship.
I didn't realize that's what they did. Okay.
Yeah, this won't fit on number 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotcha. And number 2's not ready yet for like a launch, right?
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Now, I want to see the day where they launch a ship and a booster, and you know, maybe it goes around the Earth like twice or something, right? Maybe. Let's just say that, you know, the ship. But then, like, we catch both on the same day, one on each tower. Thoughts? I can't wait for a dual catch, you know? Like, same day to catch both. Oh. That's going to be sick. Just throwing that out there. It is magical when they catch it, the booster. Absolutely magic. All right, 1 million liters, chat. It's a lot of poo. That's a lot of. Y'all want to go swimming? Ugh. Absolutely disgusting. 1 million liters, and we hold 25,000. We're gonna need a bigger spoon. So maybe long term, maybe Oxbow's not the strat. Maybe like, you know, the big one. I bet that bully's so hard though, like bully's tractors. Oh
For those quad axles,
yeah. Yeah.
you just use a big 4-wheel drive.
And then they just spray the poo, right?
You either spray it or you use a 6 or 8 row injector.
Not on one of them. Not on the big one. Oh.
Oh, not on that current one, but there's.
I would say that one's just like flinging. It's flinging poo.
Yeah, that one just sprays. But
Ugh.
I know you can either spray it or you can have basically a 3-point mounted on the back for like a 6 or 8 row.
Yeah.
Injector.
Yeah. I know it depends on like laws and stuff, because some places you have to inject it. And then some places you can like dribble it on top, but you have to work it in within so many hours. And there's a lot of rules and stuff. But that's a little bit bigger anyway. 25, and this is 30, 35.9. 32. I mean, really, for $125,000, that's not that bad.
Keep forgetting that we got that slurry tanker in the Precision.
The big ones or the one on tracks?
The one on track.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was there until a minute ago.
Ever since the Gia stuff came out, I've kind of been using the Gia stuff.
Yeah. I don't mess with slurry, but if we're gonna have, you know, current goal is gonna be 1,000 water buffalo here soon. And then we're talking about getting beef cows going. So, like, that's a lot of fertile, you know, that's a lot of slurry we can do something with, so. All right, so here's kind of the theory with the slurry. We're going to try a couple different things out here. One, I'm going to slurry on 5 before planting. And I'm only going to do like a certain rate. I'm not going to crank it up all the way. I'm going to be planting corn, so it'll use a lot, right? Because corn needs a lot of nitrogen. Although I don't know if I actually want to drive out here, because I can only drive 5 miles an hour because it's plowed ground. Wow, this is horrible. Okay, we can go faster. If we go across the rows, we go super slow. Oh no.
You might have to like cultivate it.
Yeah, that's killing my precision score. I don't want to do that. I could probably land roll it though, couldn't I? Either way, it'll be fine.